Time now for our weekly check-in or check-up, as it may be, with Dr. Isaac Bogoch, infectious diseases specialist at Toronto General Hospital. Dr. Bogoch, good to see you. Let's start with the West Nile virus. The first identification of West Nile and Toronto mosquitoes has been recently reported. So what does this mean? And perhaps remind people how and why they should protect themselves from this one.
Absolutely. So all mosquito bites are annoying and obnoxious. Sometimes they can transmit infections. West Nile virus is a virus that we see in Canada in humans. It usually starts in the mid to late summer and carries on into the fall. The vast majority of people who are infected with West Nile virus won't even know they have it. About 75% of cases are asymptomatic. 25% of cases will have a fever, a headache, some fatigue that lasts for a few days. The issue with this is it can rarely cause a more severe illness that has neurologic manifestations, such as inflammation of the brain, also known as encephalitis. And even more rarely, it can cause a paralysis-like syndrome, very similar to polio. Again, it's extremely rare, but of course, the best thing to do is protect yourself against mosquito bites.
Dr. Bogoch, I was sitting on my back patio last night and a couple mosquitoes landed on me. I hit them. But how soon would you know if you were bitten that you might, I know you say it's very rare, but how soon would you get symptoms, for example?
The incubation period can be as low as 3 days or as long as 14 days. Mostly it's around 5 to 7 days. And, we do see an occasional severe case in Toronto in the hospitals. Fortunately, it's rare. There's no vaccine for this. There's no therapeutic for this. It's supportive care. And, if someone has a fever and a headache and feels unwell, there's many different things that can cause this. But at this time of year, West Nile is one of the many different things that can cause this. Again, easy to take this off the list of things that can make you feel crummy by putting on some bug spray when you go outside. The mosquitoes that transmit this infection tend to bite at dusk and at nighttime.
Gotcha. Okay, I appreciate this. Rocky Mountain spotted fever kind of sounds like a hallucinogen, but it's been reported in dogs at Long Point. It's a popular tourist destination this time of year, but it also poses a risk to humans. So what is it? I'd never heard of this. And do you expect it to spread? How do we protect ourselves?
Yeah, I mean, this is really unfortunate to see. Rocky Mountain spotted fever is an infection caused by a bacteria that's known as a rickettsia bacteria. It's transmitted to animals, including dogs or humans, from a tick bite. There's a million different types of ticks in Canada. The tick that transmits this is called a dermacenter tick. A bit different from the ticks that transmit Lyme disease. This is a very serious infection. Fortunately, it's rare. But if dogs are getting bit by ticks and getting this infection, it also means that humans can get bit by these exact same ticks and get this infection. It can cause a very severe infection. Fever, a classic rash all over the body, headache, and people are extremely unwell. We have the diagnostics for this in Canada. The treatment is a conventional antibiotic called doxycycline, which is widely available throughout the country. But again, if there are dog cases, there are possible human cases. And like anything else, the ticks spread throughout Canada. We're seeing other tick-transmitted illnesses spread throughout Canada. There's no reason to believe that Rocky Mountain spotted fever won't be increasingly common in a broader geographic area.
Okay.
Again, go outside, have a wonderful time. We have the best summers on the planet in Canada. Just take care to prevent tick bites and remove ticks if they are attached.
Yeah, okay, really quickly on this last one, if you could, Dr. Bogoch, sharp drop in measles cases in the province. How encouraging is that as an infectious diseases specialist? And what do you hope has been learned perhaps from this outbreak?
Fantastic to see this. Incredible work by the local public health units in southwestern Ontario, where the bulk of these cases were reported. And really, this is the heavy lifting of building trust with all communities. It takes a long time, lowering barriers to vaccinations and ensuring that this is an ongoing process, an ongoing dialogue between the many communities that we have in Ontario and, of course, across the country to ensure that people know what's out there, what vaccines we have to prevent illnesses, and lowering barriers to vaccinations, ensuring people have access to this in a timely manner to prevent outbreaks like this from happening rather than having to respond them.
Yeah, we don't want to see that again. That's for sure. Okay, Dr. Isaac Bogoch, we know we're going to see you again, hopefully next week. In the meantime, have a great one. Thanks for the time this morning.